Okay, with today's lesson, we're going to do the highest common binomial factor. So binomial just meaning there's two numbers and it's still a factor. Sorry, two numbers and it's still a factor. So if you have a look here, if there, we've got 2 and it's still a factor because it's timesing against those numbers there. So the first thing you're going to do, like what we were doing before, is you would find, when you're trying to factorize this, you would find the highest common factor. So the highest common thing to these two terms is actually x plus y. So like what we did before, we take that out the front, out of the bracket, and then we put whatever's left in brackets. So it'd be the 5 plus the 6. So there we are factorizing. So if we look at this other example, we can see that a minus 3b is common. Now, we don't have to put a 1 there, but it's assumed a 1 there. So if I look here, the highest common factor is a minus 3b. So I bring that out the front like we did before, and we put whatever's left, which is 2b minus 1, into a bracket. Okay, the next thing we may be asked to do is factorizing by grouping terms. So if you have a look at this first expression, 5a plus 10b plus ac plus 2b, you can see there's nothing common amongst all of them. So we're not going to be able to factorize by taking that out. And generally a good giveaway that we're doing one of these grouping terms is that we see 4 terms written, which we do. So when you're grouping, what we do is we group 2 terms together like that, and then we try to factorize these individually. So if you look here, the highest common factor of this is 5. So I take 5 out and I'm left with a plus 2b. And if I look here, sorry, that was missing. So if I look at this second one, it's AC plus 2BC. So C, the highest common factor, is C. So if I take the plus C out, I'm left with A plus 2B. So now it becomes like one of the binomial factor ones. So where we're going to take out the common factor, so A plus 2B again, and we put whatever's left in the other brackets, 5 plus C. Alright, if we go look here at this second example, there's no common factor amongst them all, and then if we group them like this, there is still no common factor. So sometimes you might have to rearrange the equation. So I'm going to put x still there, and then I'm going to write this one, because it doesn't matter where you write it as long as the signs are the same. Okay, so I've put the minus 3y, and now I'm going to have the minus 3ay here. So now when I go back trying to group them, we can see we have something in common. So here, the highest common factor equals x. So I take x out, I'm left with 1 plus a. Here, the highest common factor equals negative 3. So if I take negative 3 out, negative 3y out, I'm left with 1 plus a. So just to check, if you multiply that out, you will get this, the one above. You get this again. So now we've done that, we can see we have a common binomial factor. So it'll be 1 plus a and the rest into brackets.